Hello and welcome to Coral Gables Television Studios. I'm Brianna Moles. On this edition of Coffee Talk, we're sitting down with Marina Foglia, the Executive Director of the Business Improvement District. She's here to give us the inside scoop on Giralda Under the Stars. Hello Marina, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Brianna, for inviting me today.
Of course. So can you tell us a little bit about this premier al fresco dining experience series that's happening in Coral Gables?
Yes, we're so excited to be bringing back Giralda Under the Stars on its 6th edition. As you may know, this is where all the restaurants on Giralda Avenue, known as Restaurant Row, bring out all their tables and their chairs to have dining al fresco. So it's basically dining under the stars for a very romantic evening.
Wonderful. It's very exciting because I know the weather's starting to get a lot nicer now in the fall and the early winter. And so I know it's going to be every first Friday of each month, starting from November to March. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay.
We do it that first Friday, hopefully, in other years we've been able to extend it, but because of the holidays, this year we're going to, the grand finale will be in March.
And I know that this year there's a lot of new restaurants that are added to the roster, and also, even more excitingly, some themes that go with each night. I know there's art and music. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Exactly. We just want to keep the event fresh, and always add additional elements. So this year we have a total of 14 restaurants participating from all different, very international cuisine. We have Vietnamese, we have from Japan, Mexico, Italian, Spanish, you name it, you have a little bit of everything. And then we have 3 new restaurants. We have 3 Full Cafe. They offer breakfast all day, so it's an amazing little place and you need to check out. They usually close at 3, but they will remain open so that everybody can experience what they have to offer. Then we have a new one, very organic store called Green Life Miami. They will be offering organic juices and organic food. And then we have Vicolo Italian Kitchen. They used to be Spicigo. So these are the 3 new additions to the event this year. And next year we have 2 other restaurants that will be opening, so those will be additions, to the program.
So something for every palate, every taste.
Every palate, every taste. And the beautiful thing is that we're not only integrating music this year, we're partnering with the University of Miami, Frost School of Music, and we're going to have a jazz quintet for this first series, but then we will have different musical elements throughout. And we're also incorporating an art component. We're going to have live art, pop-up art galleries, sculptures, you name it, a little bit of everything.
You name it, right.
And one other thing new this year is that every month is going to have a different theme.
Okay.
Whether it's family theme, holidays, romance, the grand finale, the grand opening, all of them will have different elements to it.
I think that's perfect because there's, like you said, the holidays coming up, there's Christmas, and then even in February there's Valentine's Day. I'm sure that'll be the more romantic theme, like you said. And I know that also you were telling me about the music is not going to be, all night. It's sort of going to be a little bit of background music in the earlier hours of the dinner, and then maybe pick up later at night for more of a performance.
Exactly. Well, we wanted to do this year because many of the restaurants have their own musical elements, and many times it could be competing with one another. So what we've decided to do this year, while you're having dinner under the stars, it's a romantic evening, so we'll have, what the nice ambience background music. And at 10 o'clock, obviously, then the restaurants will add, their own components. We have mariachis, we have rock bands, and different types of musical components, just to liven the evening as it goes on. So we're going to be open from 7 to 12 and many times until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Wow, because it's an overall experience to be able to go out to Giralda Under the Stars, but really it's about the food. So you want people to be able to enjoy the dining part of it.
And what we wanted also is, to have people come and stay. People would come, have dinner, and then leave. But we have so many other offerings in the street. We have small boutiques, we have art galleries, we have other, offering professional services, we have beauty salons. So it's a way for you to get to know the street. It's a really, really charming street. And this is, we're very excited also with the new construction. This is going to be the street where it's going to be closed off on occasion to vehicular traffic and making it the pedestrian friendly zone for all the family gatherings and all the activities.
It's really going to transform the street. People won't even recognize it because it'll really, like you said, be closed off, sort of become more of a promenade. People, no traffic. People don't have to worry about that. So it really becomes a whole different scene.
And it's going to be what's called a shared street, so you don't have any sidewalks. So we will be able to have more tables, and more people come to the event. Currently we have Last year it was estimated we had like 1,500 people attending per event.
Okay.
So we're estimating closer to 1,700 to 2,000 people.
That's fantastic.
Coming on the peak evenings.
And that's great for just overall business in Coral Gables.
Completely. Just
exactly.
coming, and people coming from different neighborhoods coming down to visit downtown Coral Gables and seeing all that we have to offer.
And actually that makes me think of another question. The offerings that the restaurants will have for Giralda Under the Stars, will it be a special menu or a prefixed menu?
No prefixed, but each one adds its own element as well. Let's say the local. This year they're going to be featuring a cajatina.
Okay.
So they're going to be having different menus, on those different Fridays. So it's not a prefix. So every time you come, it's something different. And the same thing, with Talavera, they have certain specials, for those evenings. But it's basically for you to come out and taste. And the experience is to be outside. So you're having dinner with everybody along the street.
Right. I'm sure the chefs of the restaurants will definitely want to step it up. So I'm sure they'll have something special planned.
And then one thing very important, this event would not be possible if it were not for the assistance and the collaboration of Zacapa Rum, which is distributed by Diageo. So they're our great partners in this event.
Okay.
And they come out, and then we will have tastings of this amazing, Zacapa Rum, which has won international prizes. And in addition to that, we will have tastings of Baileys as well.
And where can people experience the tasting specifically?
As soon as you walk in, the event takes place on Giralda Avenue between Ponce and Galiano. So then at the entrance of Ponce, we will have a big station, and you can't miss it.
Okay.
It's a huge bar, and then, you have all the Zacapa ladies and gentlemen, and we have a Zacapa ambassador as well.
That will be
yes, and that will be offering the samplings. Definitely, you can't miss it.
Wonderful. Okay. And so if people want more information on the specific dates, if they just want to take a look at the calendar and get some more information on the restaurants, where can they go?
Yeah. So remember, first Fridays of every month for Giralda Under the Stars, and please visit shopcoralgables.com. And I urge everybody to sign up for our newsletter. We send a weekly newsletter with all the different activities.
If people want to make reservations, if they want to make sure they get their table in, should they just contact each restaurant individually?
If they want to go to a particular restaurant, yes. But usually what we do, people come out, and wherever they go, and because there's always going to be room for everybody, obviously with the different restaurants. So you come and you see. But yes, I would suggest if there is one in particular.
Just in case.
Yeah, but basically this is, all evening going as you go.
That's true. There's so much more room because you're not,
exactly
confined to inside.
Exactly. And then you have all the different restaurants participating. So if there's not space in one, so hopefully that will be the case. You can go to another restaurant where we will have space.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much, Marina. We really appreciate you being here with us and telling us about Giralda Under the Stars.
Okay, no, and thank you so much. We're very excited. I invite everybody, please come out. It'll be an amazing evening.
Well, that's all for this edition of Coffee Talk. For everyone here at Coral Gables Television Studios, I'm Brianna Moles. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.